Brandon, today on Noobspeak, we're going to talk about Teratozoic. It is a prototype game by Teal McClanahan III, and it's very much a kid's game. I know you're not into those kind of things, but I was into it. My daughter Kira and we got into it. It really feels like what if Monsters Inc. and Spore got together and made it good. In this game, like you saw before, you got the goal of the game is to put together, through genetics, the best possible monsters you can make. And I really got into it. I really enjoyed Spore on the PC, and so using just the right components to put together to create my eyeball hairy monster was just awesome. And I'm more of a kid guy game at heart, and it was pretty cool. I know you weren't really feeling it, but I really got into it.
Yeah, I wasn't really feeling it, Chris, and I'm going to tell you why. I love those Spore kind of games. I have Spore. I got all expansions. They're very, very awesome. And in Spore, I really feel like there's tons of value to me keeping different traits or evolving my character and stuff like that. But in this game, when I go to maybe save a card so that when I play other ones on the field and I'm trying to win, at least in the game we played, I never did win. And so people steamrolled and had tons of cards in their hand. And at the end of the game in the last round, in the last era, I couldn't even play because I didn't even have enough cards. And so I was out completely of that round.
Well, and I think you were coming at that game with the I'm going to win mentality into this. And while you should have some competitive spirit into the game and be there, I think you were playing too conservatively all the time. And this game is about pushing what you can out there to make what you can to get a little to put together the best strains you can, but at the same time holding back that one or two cards that you want to keep to build your ultimate monster at the end. Because as you saw as we progressed through the game, there's different ages that kind of represent the evolution of these monsters that have taken over the Earth since the little nuclear apocalypse that happened when man created all these things in the first place, these monsters. But if you play from a point of view where you're going to constantly be conservative in this, of course you're going to be left out because you can only keep a very minute amount. And you're right, it does reward the winner for being aggressive in this game. And the most aggressive people out there were getting not only the cards that were on the table, but the ones they were choosing to keep in reserve as well, where you were playing so conservatively, you were just wasting your cards and dumping them out at the end.
Well, I really did want to have that sort of evolving feel like I do with Spore and some of those other games. So in the beginning, I was like, oh, this is a great card that I want to keep. It's like a 6. It's got tons of parts on it. And I would put it down in my discard pile. But, after we came through the middle part and I wasn't winning a little bit, I had to use that again. And I had to use it to try to win. And then someone took it from me. So it's kind of like that recessive gene I had in the beginning. I didn't really get to keep. And in some of those other ones, you get to keep them longer, but, maybe I just was not very good at the game.
Well, it could be that as well. Yeah. It isn't the first time. It's just that you haven't been that good at a game.
Yeah. But I did super love it, though. It was kind of okay. I could see cool strategy, maybe if I played a second time, where I would be a little more conservative towards the end, not so much the entire game. But, yeah.
Yeah, and I did like where Teal went with this in terms of deck builder games. Like a lot of deck builder games, it did have that aspect in it of I'm going to draw from a center area that's community driven or communal based area, and then also have cards for myself to build to win the game with the most scoring as possible. But I kind of like the aspect where he had it where yes, I got my own gene pool, my personal set of cards that I'm going to draw from, but I also had a communal deck where I was getting in the beginning, it was all from the communal deck and a little from mine, and then eventually got to where I was using all of my stuff. After it made me feel like I built up that gene pool, I purified that pool out to make the most dominant animals I could. I also thought that with the artwork going on in the game, I really do think he's not targeting it to guys like us. I think maybe more towards me, a family guy with kids. I think that this game is really starting to be targeted towards. But I think you're right. If you're going to look at this game as from a competitive view, like playing Ascension or playing anything else, I think that this isn't going to be a game for you.
No, I'm not going to sit down in my basement with all my friends and crack open some beers and try to seriously play this game with them.
Right.
But maybe with some friends and family.
Yep. Currently, right now, there is no ETA on the launch of Teratozoic, but you can go to his site listed below here and check it out for yourself. That's all we have for tonight. We hope you guys like what you see, and if you want to continue seeing this stuff, subscribe to our channel.
See you later.
Yep. Take it easy. I'm more of an idea man.
That's the guy who makes him look pretty.
That sentence is not a sentence I ever thought I would hear you utter.
Alright, so we're going to try this next week. Just don't think about the food.
Bam! 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 Bam!
Sorry to make you laugh.
Bam! Bam!
What would you call creative type? Typically
Bam! 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 Bam!
Stop this, I don't have to edit all this out too.